Hi folks, my name is Kirsten DeFleury and I'm the Medicare specialist for Dan White & Associates. Today we're going to be going over the differences between Medigap, also known as Medicare Supplement, and Medicare Advantage. I only advocate Medicare Advantage for two groups of people, so I'm not really too keen on those plans, and we're going to go ahead and start with those first. But those two groups of people that I'm talking about is those on Medicaid, because they're going to pick up a lot of the out-of-pocket costs, and then those willing to self-insure. And you'll see what I mean in a moment on that. So let's get started. We'll dive right into Medicare Advantage. You mostly see on TV that they have a $0 premium, right? You get bombarded with all the ads and solicitations. Some of those plans do actually have a premium. You might be able to get a little better benefits out of them, but typically it's $0 a month. And let me ask you this. Anything you received in life that was free? Was it actually free? And if it was it any good? So you're really paying for what you get in that situation. Another point here is that if you like to travel, you have an HMO or a PPO network, and you may not be able to find a doctor in-network on your travels. They also do not offer foreign travel benefits. Both A, B, and Medicare Advantage only offer benefits within the United States. Okay? Out-of-pocket maximums are ones that they don't tell you on TV. Okay, so at minimum, what I find is that out-of-pocket maximums are at $5,550. I found that on one plan. Typically, they're $7,500 or higher. So what I say is if your health hits the fan and you are seriously ill, you have to be willing to spend that out-of-pocket each year for the rest of your life. And that can be a really big expense for most folks. Also, you do see on TV, right? Everything's bundled in. You got your dental, vision, hearing. Social Security might give you some money back. There's over-the-counter allowances. Well, in reality, Social Security will only give you about $800 back. And what is that in comparison to the $5,550 for your out-of-pocket maximum? Another point is that they can kick you out of the plans for many different reasons. One of them is that CMS, contracts discontinue. So every year, private insurers offer Medicare Advantage plans that must undergo approval from CMS, the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. It's possible for an insurance company to decide to discontinue offering that Medicare Advantage plan. And if that happens, you receive a letter from the insurer letting you know that your plan will be discontinued at the end of the year. Another reason could be the service area reduction. During that reapproval process that we just went over, Medicare Advantage plans may apply to CMS to reduce their service area. If you no longer live in that Advantage plan's network or service area, the Advantage plans can't continue to provide coverage for you. And you'll receive a notice again telling you that you have to change your plan at the end of the year. The third reason could be a non-payment of premium. And if you don't pay that within the grace period, they're going to go ahead and drop you from that plan. And then you'll have to wait until one of the open enrollment periods to roll around to get back into one. Another point could be the loss of a special need eligibility. So special need plans are designed to help folks with specific special needs. And take, for example, let's say it's designed to help you in a nursing facility, and now you're no longer in that nursing facility. Well, you no longer qualify for that special needs plan, and they're going to kick you out of it. Okay? So those are just some of the reasons of why they could kick you out of that plan. Also, every ad you see or solicitation you get will only be on Medicare Advantage. You will never, ever see an ad or solicitation for Medigap. And the reason why is because you are spending the money out of pocket when you need your health services with these Medicare Advantage plans. And then lastly, what I find that people do not know is that when you sign up for Medicare Advantage, you actually forego your A and B benefits. You still have to pay that Part B premium of $174.70 a month. But essentially the Medicare Advantage replaces your A and B card. And now you're not protected by those federally set rates because these are negotiated plans. Okay. So that is Medicare Advantage in a nutshell. A lot of this you do not see on the TV and in those ads. But what we're going to do is we're going to 180 this and go right into Medigap. And I typically suggest that folks get into these plans at first When you get into them, they will not ask anything about your health the first time you get in. But if you want to switch later down the line, they're going to ask you health questions. And if you can't pass them, they will not let you in. Okay. And this is what I mean also too when I say that some of these decisions you can only make once, and it's really based upon your health. So premiums, right? Those are going to be anywhere from $80 to $160 a month, depending on the plan that you pick. And your network of doctors you can see, it's everywhere. As long as they accept Medicare, they accept you. Okay. You could have Aflac on the name of your Medigap plan, and they would still have to accept you. And the reason why is because all the benefits are standardized. So Plan G in PA with Aetna versus Plan G in Delaware with Highmark or Plan G with Aflac in Alaska, you all have the same benefits. Your premiums are just different because that varies based off of age, gender, and zip code. Okay. Also, you get foreign travel benefits with some of the Medigap plans. They will pay you up to $50,000 for foreign travel emergencies. Also, the out-of-pocket maximum. Typically, these Medigap plans are covering everything, especially G and N. For G, the only thing you spend out of pocket is your Part B deductible, which is $240. So that can be seen as your out-of-pocket max. And let's look at that in comparison to the Medicare Advantage plans. We set at minimum $5,550. That's a big difference, right? And you can really see where folks are saving money there. Some things that folks don't know is there are some bundled things in with the Medigap plans. They do give you some extra perks for deciding to go with whatever private insurer you want to go with for your Medigap plan. These can include dental vision hearing discounts, gym memberships, meal dine programs. Well, they'll deliver meals to your door after an overnight stay in a hospital or facility. There's many different perks that you can get, but they're not going to flaunt those. And the reason why is because the goal of this insurance is to have good health insurance. And they're just giving you those extra perks for doing a good job. Okay? They can only kick you out of these plans if you stop paying your premiums. They cannot kick you out for claims or any other reason. Okay. So it gives folks that protection that they're looking for and that certainty as well. Like I said before, no ads ever. And the reason why is because the Medigap plans are paying for everything. You're not really. You're at max, let's say with Plan G, you're spending $240. With Plan N, it's the $240 and some $20 copays here and there. Okay. So you can clearly see that they're not saving money by giving these plans to folks. And then the very last thing is you keep your original A and B benefits and you are protected by those federally set rates. Okay. So this is why I'm a big advocate for the Medigap plans. And I'm not as big of an advocate for the Medicare Advantage. I really only do that if the situation is needed for that. If you have any questions, I would certainly love to answer them. So please feel free to give us a call or click on the link below and schedule a meeting yourself. Have a great day.